so I've had a few questions about these types of problems, and I think it's good if I make a video going over it to be able to not only help you, but also anyone else who asks. So the first step to these problems is to read it. So the value of your stock investment in a certain company decreased 20% over the last year. If your value of your stock investment is $10,000 today, then what was the value of your stock investment a year ago? Round your answer to the nearest cent. Okay, so we're able to identify a few things. We had a stock that was greater than 10,000, but in the previous year, it decreased by 20%, which can be written as negative 0.2 in decimal form. The formula, it's not necessarily a formula you need to memorize, it's just kind of like thinking it through. We have our old stock, and our old stock goes down, so minus, I'm going to get rid of this equation right here. Our old stock decreases by a certain rate, a certain percentage. This is not a division sign, by the way. This is just to tell whether, it doesn't matter whether it increased or decreased. And this needs to be plus, so you can account for the rate being positive or negative later. It is a little mistake I made. And then equals our new stock value, which makes sense. Like 20% of our old stock is minus from our old stock and gave us our new stock. And we can, now it's just basically a game of plug in and solve. So we have x plus x times negative 0.2 equals 10,000. And now we solve for x, basically. We cannot minus this x. I see some people try this a few times. They try to minus one of the x's, but you need to combine the x's first, since they're like terms. There's an implied 1 in front of the x, so what is, and this can be written out as negative 0.2 x. So what is 1x minus negative 0.2 x? And that will give you 0.80 x equals 10,000. And you can divide both sides, because we want to get x by itself to find our old stock price, by 0.80. Oops. Which, let me plug that in real quick. 10,000 divided by 0.80 is, so x equals $12,500. And that is our old stock price. Hopefully that makes sense. The reason why I see this mistake a ton of times, a lot of students try to take 80% of 10,000 and add it back to the 10,000, but this creates an error because 80% of 10,000 is going to be less than 80% of 12,500. And so adding it back will not return you to your original stock price. It will return you to something smaller. You have to think about it from the past to the future, rather than the future to the past. Yeah. Go fight, win.